Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen, and I've been sick for a couple of weeks now. And actually, to be very honest, I'm so tired of this. Really, I cannot even go to the forest because now it's raining and it's cold, and I get even more sick if I go to the forest, even though the forest is not that far away. Because let me show you. Here I'm in my garden, and here I have my own trees, and then you have the forest over there that completely goes to the borders of France and even beyond that. It's an endless forest, and I love it. This also is a forest that's also being called Forest of the Fae, and that is actually something very interesting because a lot of people believe that Fae and dragons are not that far away from each other. Well, actually, that is true. The dragon and the Fae are not that far away from each other. We know why? Because they are both nature spirits. And they are both one with nature, one with the four elements. So, in fact, what are they have in common with? That is the fifth gate. What I can call the fifth gate. They all come together in the fifth gate, but inside of the fifth gate, they separate. They separate in that of the Fae and that of the dragon. That is what I've been called the dragon's gate. That what you should need to open once your path is starting. That is actually what is opening once your path is starting. Once your path is starting, it means that your dragon has managed to open the dragon's gate to you. It means that they found a way because you want them to be with you. Your desire is that they want to be with you. And of course, the dragons themselves is also their desire to be with you. So in fact, it's a collaboration. Everything that we do on the dragon's path, every kind of magic, dragon magic, will always be done with our dragon's eye, the dragon trinity, the dragon eye that we have. That we are connected with our dragons. That is how we cooperate with each other. That is how we together open the dragon's gate to us. With this being said, my brothers and sisters, actually I was come to explain something different. Once you are here, it can be that your dragon might show you very much, you know, the things that humans shouldn't know about dragons. There are a lot of things that dragons have secrets from humans. Secrets that humans cannot know, but you can. After a while, you should know the secrets of the dragon. And after a while, the dragon showed me one of these secrets. And this secret is the world where this gate is. Before the gate. The world before the gate is also what I call the dragon realm. And I've been there once. I rejected my dragon because I felt inferior to my dragon. But my dragon said, I'm going to show you where we are home. And after a while, I've seen it. I've seen where the dragon was home, and it was such an amazing place that even myself was a dragon, even though I refused that idea for many years. But after a while, I had to accept for what our spirit is made of. Because a lot of people should say that having a dragon spirit is a punishment. Well, I do not. I believe it's a blessing because we want this. That is the reason why we open the dragon's gate for our dragon. We have the power to open it together alongside with our dragons. We have the key together, and this key is in the form of the dragon's eye. This, my brothers and sisters, is a very interesting and very old, very strong sign. It's a signal of the dragon, of you and your dragon coming together. This is a sign of Trinity. This opens together, you and your dragons. Or else no one will open the dragon's gate unless you have dragons by your side, unless you have the dragon's eye that is so strong with you. So, like I said, excuse me, that's sick. Oh. I just want to say, I've been to the dragon's realm before, and of course, this stayed with me forever. Of course, immediately accepted the dragon, accepted my path, accepted the teachings of the dragons, and after a while I came to meet a dragon goddess, which means I was ready to meet a dragon goddess. Of course, at the time I didn't know what was going on, but it was a very loving spirit. Chaos, yes, but freedom, beautiful. And then later on, I developed much more on the dragon's path. I came to meet a second dragon god. Of course, when a dragon god comes, you cannot be prepared for it. But the second dragon god was, of course, Leviathan. Leviathan is with almost every single one of us. You might not even know it. But Leviathan is the ultimate teacher and ultimate to know what's to be done to develop your own spirit. And Leviathan did actually the same what my dragon guardian did. What my dragon guardian did was to take me along to the dragon realm just immediately to the dragon realm. But Leviathan had a different way, a different side, a different route to go to the dragon's realm because I needed to see something. And that changed me forever. Even my own path changed me forever. Because before I was going to the dragon realm, the fifth gate, inside of the fifth gate, the dragon's gate, I had to go through something pure empty. Pure empty, pure death, sorrow, grief. And I didn't know what was going on because, like I said, I questioned my faith once I was encountering Leviathan. Leviathan was so dark. I said, what am I actually following? I want to follow the dragon. I want to follow all of the dragons. I want to be friends with the dragons, but I don't want to follow something demonic or something what they always warned me for when I was a Catholic, not to follow Satanists or something like it. So I was actually afraid of it, and because of this, Leviathan took me along and showed me something that always stayed with me. I could sense everything dying, everything on this world dying. I could see through their eyes and feel through their emotions and feel through their fear. I felt everything. You know, what Leviathan has shown me was the void. But what Leviathan also showed me was our spirit that could feel everything that reflected inside of this dimension. This dimension reflected so much darkness that I couldn't even see that it was my own darkness. My own darkness, my own weakness. And the weakness that I had to face. Leviathan said to me, from now on, I'm with you. From now on, and this is not in a language like I'm telling this to you. This was whispering in my ear, whispering in a language that I could understand, that I would never understand here if you speak it to me. But there I could understand it. This is a dragon language that the dragon gods are speaking to you. You might seem that they are talking English to you. Well, they don't. They will not. They will not. They don't have the abilities to speak a human language. They speak a draconic language, but you will be able to understand it because you are connected to them. This is your dragon's eye, because Leviathan, or the other dragon god, in my case Tiamat, is also a member of my dragon eye. So when this is happening, when they are a member of your dragon eye, you will understand them very much. And so I came to see and to feel and experience the void, the draconic void. And the void will be different for every one of us. It depends on what reflects on you. But what I came to understand from my own experiences is that Leviathan said to me something different. He said that I am looking through the eyes of death, that I am death, that I am death reincarnated in flesh and blood. And that is the reason why I can feel everything so much. The reason why I am close to everything that dies. That is the reason why you even feel the spirits in just a simple sandwich, because there is a dead animal in between it. You can feel it. You can feel its pain misery. You can feel its sorrow. You can feel him or her just still inside of the void, because you have the eyes and you have the abilities of the spirit of death, because that is what the dragons sometimes are. They can feel everything. That they are the spirits of nature, but they are also the spirits of life, the spirits of death, the spirits of what everything is made of, but also what, growing, but also growing, but also dying, just decaying, and you can still feel it. This death, this darkness is something that you can feel. And with my other eye, I could see the dragon realm. Left on me, I could see the dragon realm, and I could see my own hand again, as that of the dragon, a brown dragon. That's what I've seen years ago. And on the right, I could see a dragon dying, alongside with other animals, in the hands of man. And I was so confused, didn't know what was going on. I was actually afraid that I would stay there and just suffer for what I've seen. I just always wanted to look at the left, but I wasn't able to. I had to look on the both sides. I had to see the light, but I had to see to the dark as well. I had to be one with everything, with the dragon realm, but also with the void. I was so angry with humans, so angry, such an anger. Anger of the dragon is something so powerful, it's pure fire. But that is also what Leviathan said. Leviathan said that you should learn from it, but not to be consumed by it, because darkness consumes. It's better that you should learn from it, but not to let it consume you. Darkness consumes and light can blind. So sometimes you might see an illusion, it's not the dragon realm. And sometimes you can see darkness so much so that it consumes you whole, that you are losing against the dark. What Leviathan does is to teach us the ways to be one with the darkness without being consumed by it. And Leviathan is much more than that. Leviathan is our teacher and a great dragon god, even though a lot of people disagree with me that he is a dragon god. Well, actually he's a dragon god of three things. The one of the waters, the one of the void, and the one of the dragon's gate. So this was my second experience in the dragon realm that I've seen. But it was at the same time that I experienced the void and the great emptiness of what it holds. Of course, I can, if there is a thing that I want, that you shouldn't be afraid of it. You don't be afraid of your path, because this is actually what is going on inside of my dragon's path. Inside of my dragon's path, I experienced joy. And when the first time that I've seen the dragon realm, I've experienced joy. I couldn't stay. I didn't know where to stay with my joy. I wanted to stay there. I want to be a dragon forever, and I don't want to see any human again. But on the other hand, you still had to live here. I am not a dragon. I'm a human, and my spirit just connects with that of a dragon. My spirit is that of a dragon. But here you are a human, and here you are connecting with the dragon, making you a dragon witch. That is where the dragon magic comes from, to connect with our dragons. And with connecting with our dragons, we learn much more and more. Leviathan is not here to punish us, not at all. Leviathan is here to let us be evolving all the time. And the more that you know the darkness, the more that you know the way to the dragon realm. Once you are in the dragon realm, everything is over, everything is done. You see the dragon gods, you see the dragons, the dragon guardians, you see all of them once again connecting to you. But in the meantime, before you are there, you need to learn, you need to evolve, you need to develop, you need everything that Leviathan is saying to you. Leviathan and Tiamat are my gods that are actually trying to guide me the way to the dragon realms. But in the meantime also teach me all of the ways of the abilities of the dragon. And my ability, as what Leviathan has said, was seeing through the eyes of death.